your best friend. You know, like Google got all the answers.
Yeah.
If anything, because everybody's searching everything.
Yeah.
How to break generational curses.
Exactly.
Google it. No.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully you look us up.
Right.
If she is or if she ain't, there's something I just gotta know. You've been on that new shit lately, sweat.
It's your girl K Bella, and I'm doing another girl talk video. And today I have my boo Sherika here, and we're gonna be talking about generational curses.
Yes.
Yes.
Such a great topic.
Yes.
Much needed.
So what has been like something that you like viewed as far as like generational curses, like that you've actually come up like seeing and stuff like that?
I think like marriages is one.
Ooh, yes.
That's one. Incarceration.
Mm-hmm.
And that's for both sides.
Yeah.
Parenting.
Mm-hmm.
School system.
Oh, that's
college
good as well. Yeah.
You know, if you don't have so many people that's in your family that went to school or whatnot, then they fall out of wayside.
Yeah. That's really good. I feel like some for me that I've seen or even witnessed is like emotional instability.
Yes.
Even with like black men like growing
Yes.
up and stuff like that in like cultural homes. Like even it's just even in any home, any race,
Right,
any home.
right.
That's one thing. Emotional and like mental stability
Yes.
and stuff like that.
That
Because
is
that's
definitely
like
a great one.
yeah, that's like when
Which all stems down to like everything I named.
yeah, exactly.
So
yeah,
you were
which
coming
comes
from the
to-
mental level.
Yeah.
And I was just going right in. But yeah.
Our views, like the way that we
Yes.
view certain things, like as far as what we feel like we deserve
Right.
in life, because
I
a lot of
agree.
times I feel like that can be a curse of being like, I want to hold you down, or I only see my mom work at a factory, so I'm going to work at a factory.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And not really
Right.
aspiring for more
Right.
in life
Because you
know
don't
what I
know.
mean? Yeah.
And it's like you're scared to go outside the comfort zone because
Exactly.
you didn't see anyone else
Yeah,
step
exactly.
outside the comfort zone.
And I
So when
feel-
you do,
yeah.
you're not normal.
Exactly. Exactly.
And your family are saying you're
exactly.
crazy.
Yeah. And I feel like one of the main, to me, a generational curse stems from like systematic government.
Yes.
And them placing like pretty much minorities, because there's also like, I don't want to really say minorities because there also are some white families who
Right.
are like,
It is.
you know, below poverty and stuff like
It
that.
is,
But
and it's a lie.
yeah,
and they don't
yeah,
talk about it.
Yeah, they don't. But I
Because
feel
there's
like
more of them on the county than black
yeah,
people.
exactly.
So do your
And that's
research.
factual, actually.
Yes,
Yes,
it is.
factual.
So do your
Even
research.
when they say like, oh, there's a ton of black people in the county.
No.
Do your research.
I
'cause-
used to live in Orange County, and I know someone that works at a county building, and it was so many like Asians and Caucasians and a little bit of everybody in it.
Yeah.
And guess what? They had Louboutin purses, Gucci purses, and they
Ooh.
sitting right up in the building, just
Ooh.
like African Americans
Yeah.
are sitting in the building. It's
Yeah.
just, you know, it's just not talked about
Yeah.
because we are always the topic of
yeah,
discussion.
and viewed as the one who's taking from
Right.
the man, and
Right.
we're lazy, and
we're not
this,
doing
and we're
anything.
that. Yeah, exactly.
But we are doing a lot.
yeah, definitely.
We are doing
Especially
a lot.
within the coming years.
Yeah.
As far as you, I know you say you had sons and
Yes,
stuff like that. Like,
I
how
have two.
important is that for you to like really teach them how to really overcome
is.
the stereotype?
It is. I mean, it's important. I mean, I grew up in Compton, California. Both of my children have not grown up in Compton, California. And it's not to say like, oh, it's not a place for them, but I just wanted something better. I wanted them to be in a better school district
Yes.
where the school that my youngest son is going to now, he have his own books. He doesn't have to share books with someone,
Yeah.
and he's able to actually sit at a computer and not share it. And it's unfortunate, but that's not what's
Everyone's
happening in
reality.
Compton right now.
Yeah.
You know, or the Los Angeles school district, you know. So I, you know, pay more rent,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know, to me, I think it's worth it.
Definitely.
You know,
And I
think
definitely
it's worth
commend
it.
you for that, because my mom was also the same way. Our family grew up in Compton as well.
Right.
And my mom has 6 babies, and she just knew, yeah, ooh, girl,
She wasn't playing.
and she just knew at a younger age, like,
Right.
what she went through, what she saw, and the streets of Compton can be very, very, very hard.
They can
you know what I
suck
mean?
you up,
Yeah,
and spit
exactly.
you out.
And I tell my mom every chance
Yeah.
I get how proud of her that I am of her, the fact that she
That's
took
dope.
us out of that environment,
That's
because
dope.
that's what you need. You need someone to
Right.
break that cycle, because
Right.
all she's seen was, you know what, I have 4 daughters. I don't want all of them to be in the streets,
Right.
running the streets, teen pregnancies,
Right.
you know, and repeating
And
that
not
cycle.
to say that can't happen in any city.
Yeah,
so I
it's
would
really
definitely
not
don't
to
want to
say-
put that out
yeah,
there like that. I mean,
but
there's greatness that come out of Compton, you know.
there is.
And that has, and it's a lot of people that are still living in Compton that is greatness. However, the home environment is different. If that makes any sense.
Well, I
the ones
feel
I
like,
know, they all got 2-parent households.
Yeah, and I feel like it's not to say like, oh, Compton, it can't be poppin', we can't come out of poppin', this and that, but as far as when I was growing up there, shooting every night, killings every night, we moved to the valley and there was none of that. Although there's a hood in every place and there's a bad neighborhood, I'm not just saying like, oh, she just moved to Beverly Hills and then we was popping. No, even there's stuff that happens everywhere. I mean, as far as like the opportunity, and I feel like that's a major thing with taking a family from living in poverty and living in a place where their kids are seeing shootings and killings and gangs and stuff like that, and putting them in an environment where they see people who's like in high school driving BMWs, getting their life together. I'm like, oh,
when my son was going to Beverly Hills High, I was like, oh, they got the same Mercedes.
Yeah, exactly. And so
is she in high school?
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like I'm extremely grateful to my mom, and I'm extremely grateful for the way that I am, the way I carry myself, my thought process, the way I view things, because she took me from there.
Exactly. And that's where it starts from. Yeah. And that's a part of the generational curses. Exactly. That's why we're having this topic, right? Because it starts from there. But however, everyone don't have like the mom that you have.
Or you as
the
well.
upbringing that I had.
To take your sons away
and even though like in my family, I came from a little bit of everything. Hustlers. 9-to-5ers. A little bit of everything. However, I was able to take from everything. All the adults that was in my family, I was able to pull from each of them and learn from. So now I think that's why I got the hustle in me. But I want to do it the right way. Or I got this. I want to go to college because I saw my auntie walking up to Dominguez, busting her butt to be an RN. So I think that it's also on the person as well.
I feel like also one really main thing, or where it stems from, even going back to like our black men, is the fact that the government puts minorities in a community where they don't give them there aren't any jobs that they give them in order to make ends meet. Absolutely. Right? So then of course a black man or any man who has a family is going to be like, you know what, they're not allowing me to make or hit that bracket to where I can provide for my family, so I'm going to go hit the streets. And once I hit the streets, then what's going to happen? I'm going to get caught. I'm going to go to jail. And then I feel like there starts the cycle where now there's no father in the home because he had to try and go hustle, and now the son or children are without a father, and then what are they going to do? They're going to turn to the streets because they're looking for their father figure, and because their mom is working twice as hard to try to
and she's not at home to know what's going on. It's definitely hard. It's definitely hard on a single parent. Like it's so hard.
And I know you did mention even talking about how I brought up emotional instability, because that comes from not having your parent in a household because she's working hard and your father. So how important is that, do you think, even for like your sons, for you to like instill in them like the love and support that they need in order to like really?
I honestly, like, if I can be honest, like I have 2 boys. My oldest, I think I had to be that mom where he was left, someone had to babysit him because I had to go work, to provide for him. But as you get older and you mature, you learn what's more important. Like now with my youngest, my working hours is when he's in school. So when he get out, he sees me. I'm able to sit at the table and read books with him and do homework with him, and we talk about everything that goes on in the world. I know my son is like, Mom, why are we talking about this? Like,
communication. I feel like
I'm only 10. But it's like I have to tell you what's going on.
I feel like if you don't ask those questions, emotions get suppressed. And black men are taught, or any man really for that matter, are taught not to show emotion, not to really tell their feelings, not to really show if anything is bothering them, or even if, hey, you know what, Mom? I don't have my dad. This is hurting me. I'm hurting as a man because I don't know how to express to you that although you're doing the best that you can, what am I supposed to do with these feelings? And I think that's why they turn to that big brother in the streets.
Because as a single mom, although she get that, she also get a rebellion as well. From especially, I can speak from the men, just because I've seen it in my family. That's definitely like a generation curse. Like, a single household mom trying to raise a man, they're mad they're thankful that she's doing the best, but they're also mad, like, why aren't you with my dad? Why isn't it a man here? So they blame everything on mama.
And I was that kid, and that's what's so crazy, because I used to blame my mama for everything. I'll be like, I'm black, it's your fault. Like, I'm this, like, it's your fault. You know, and my mom used to be like, what the world is wrong with this girl?
Right.
Like, and it wasn't until I got older, and I mean, like, till I was probably, like, 25, y'all. Like, till I got older, and I realized, like, you know what? Like, what about what's wrong with me?
Exactly.
What about where's my accountability for my own actions?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it really wasn't until I realized, and life hit, real life, and I'm like, oh shit, I ain't got this either. Like, you know, how can I blame my mom? You know what I mean? And I started to really be like, oh shit, like.
And then you got to think about it. Like, even with our moms, you got to think about what they learned from.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So it's hard for them to really step in. Like, for my mom, she had, like, her dad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
She had her mom and dad.
Yeah.
You know, and I had mine. He just was in and out.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't have my dad growing up. So I had, and then my mom got remarried, and that was perfect. But I felt like my mom really displayed, like, true, like, what it means for a woman to love a man, because I feel like a lot of times in those single family homes, children don't see that. So as a woman, if I never seen what my mom did to love her husband, to really take care of him, treat after him, then I would have issues when it comes time for me to love a man and really do that. And I feel like vice versa with a man. When you get with someone, you know, it's like, they have to see it. They have to, like, you know, what do you think we can do as people overall to break those curses?
To know who you are, like, to know who you are, to know that just because this is how you was raised, that it doesn't have to be that way.
Yes,
you have to be willing to make that change
and take accountability.
And take accountability for your actions. You know, just because nobody in your family went to college doesn't mean that you can't go to college.
Yes,
literally, what we think and what we speak, like, words are so powerful, and I don't think people really.
And you told me that when we went to that event. Like, you have to manifest your reality. You have to speak over your life. And I was like, when she said, we barely met. She's like, girls. I was like, oh, I want to do this, and I'm like, but I don't know. She's like, no. You got to speak over your life. And I'm like,
you have to.
Okay, sis. Yes, let me speak this over my life and say this.
And I remember this pastor coming to my church. He said he never talked down on any of his kids. He never called, like, his sons, like, nigga, you know,
stupid, dumb,
He was like, one wanted to be a doctor. He was like, so he started calling them, Dr. Sean, come get this. He said he got,
give it to his son. He can life it to him.
And he had 4 children. 2 of his kids was doctors. One was a lawyer, and one was going to school to be a judge.
Give it to him.
I was like, black excellence.
Yes. You have to speak positivity over your
you
life, because you have to take control of, like, your destiny, really, like your purpose. You have to, because if you don't do it, if you don't go hard for yourself, nobody's going to.
I have this saying that I always post, like, in my caption, and I always say, I'm always reminded, so ever follow me, whether they like it or not, they getting it. I'm getting it sometimes. I always say, remember, it's all on you.
Yeah.
Because
and that's what I meant about, like, blaming my mom, and then when I have to come back, it was like, no, wait. How? I'm like a grown woman now. I can't still be carrying on what my mama did when I was 9 and 10 years old and play victim to that. I have to at some point understand, like, where's your foundation that you're building? You're 25 now. So what do you have?
You can't keep blaming. You can't keep using that as a thing. Like, my son, he wanted to play football. My youngest, he's 10. And his dad didn't have the courage when he was younger to play football. So he'll tell my son, oh, you little like me, you're not going to be you're not as aggressive. I give my son a car. I don't care if it's your daddy, your grandma, your grandpa.
Me.
Your big brother. You can. You are not that person, and that's another generational curse.
Yes, that's
parents take their fears and push them off on their kids. Because they weren't capable, or it's not that they weren't even capable. They just
maybe they didn't get the opportunity.
They had fear. I tell my son all the time, you can do it. I don't care how skinny you are. You can knock somebody down.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta work.
And why not? And why not you? If that's what you want to do, and you're really passionate about it. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not like. There are certain things, like, I could understand how certain parents are like, come on now, you're 5 feet, you ain't about to play no NBA, professional basketball. Let's get your life together, bring it back in. But you never know. You really never know. You about to be the first 5 feet NBA player
ever. You saw Shaq with the free throws, and he was tall. And come on now.
Exactly.
So it don't matter. And that dad he's a great dad, but I be on him like, don't put that on my son.
Yeah,
that was you.
And sometimes you do have
Don't put
to.
that on my son.
And older people who are stuck in their ways, you do have to kind of remind them and get them back in check. Like, wait, that was you. The way that the world is now, the world has changed so much where. You're creating your own path. People are out here creating their own lane to get the things that they need. Like, so you don't need to go to Tom and be like, oh, please, can you give me this opportunity? No, you create your own opportunity. So I feel like when you change your mind and you change the way that you view things, then you'll be able to break those cycles and you'll be able to understand, like, you know what? Nah, I am going to go out and do this. I am small and I'm going to play football and I'm going to give it my all and I'm going to be someone else's hero, someone else's person to look up to be like, yo, if he did it, I could do it. You know what I mean?
And that's how you gotta think. And I think it's all on the person.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, this is so much fun. Thank you so much for coming by. I'm so
for having me.
Okay, guys. So yes, she does have a boutique. Yes, honey. So tell us all about that.
So I have an online boutique as well as a mobile boutique on wheels. So I can do parties. I can pull up at your house. No excuses because I got the dressing room. You can find me at Hung Up Boutique. I always want to get my personal account for some reason. And I also have a new group that I just started called DPE Your Vision, which is basically a page to empower and encourage women to go after their dreams.
Yes. Look at us.
Yes, we gotta get it started. So I'm excited about that.
Definitely. Well, follow her, you guys.
Yes, check me out.
She don't cook like me. I bet you her sister humor ain't on. She ain't making you laugh like me.